Hideaway, Texas does have some future developments that you may be interested in knowing about. Just finished watching a video about Hideaway's future possible developments, where some land is being annexed from Hideaway Lake to Hideaway Lake Club to develop more townhouses. I have a separate video on the townhomes because they do have a few different tweaks compared to owning a single family residence here in Hideaway Lake, Texas. If you don't know me, I'm Rebecca Williams with Leslie Kane Realty. I am a real estate professional and neighborhood expert in Hideaway Lake, Texas. Hence, Hideaway Happenings. I've been a resident in Hideaway, Texas for almost 8 years, and to be honest, I have not always kept up with the news and changes and the meetings and anything that involves both the city of Hideaway and the HOA of Hideaway. With all the questions that I do receive regarding club rules, bylaws, and those kind of things from potential buyers, I thought there's probably people like me who've enjoyed living in this wonderful community that haven't always paid attention. And I'll be honest, part of it is self-preservation. I am a business owner. I am constantly running and going and working. So it is not always easy to have my finger on the pulse of exactly what's going on with both the club and the city. But as the saying goes, when you know better, you do better. So I am actually trying to learn a whole lot more so that I can better serve both you as either residents or future residents of Hideaway Lake, Texas, as well as learning more for myself and for not only my business to help my clients better, but also just as a homeowner. Hideaway, Texas is not an inexpensive HOA. So when you are considering either moving here, moving out of here, or you are currently a resident, there are a lot of changes that can take place that you can actually feel out of control about. Now, of course, while we do get to participate in the elections of the board members and the mayor and other elected officials, we still don't get final say as residents in these meetings. So the people that are elected are truly making decisions for the community. While I have no interest in being that involved with club decisions, more power to those people who do. While I would not want to take a walk in their shoes, I do truly appreciate what they do for the city and club. I'm not getting too into the weeds of the actual developments and the land portions and parcels that are conveying over. Those can all be accessed on the City of Hideaway's website, and there is a video and exhibit and information on the City of Hideaway's website regarding this meeting that was held on December 16th of 2025. So if you are a resident, I suggest going and watching the video. There is actually a YouTube channel and I appear to be the first subscriber. Whoa. And speaking of subscribing, you guys, I would be honored if you would like any of my videos, subscribe to the Hideaway Happenings channel and or the Living East Texas channel, and click the notification bell so that you never miss when I upload a new video. The Hideaway Happenings channel is made by a resident for residents and future residents of Hideaway Lake, Texas. One of the most interesting portions of this meeting for me was looking at this map. You can see that the front gate is now located on the access road to get onto Interstate 20 westbound towards Dallas. With all of the development and growth that's going on between Lindale and Hideaway, people in the area realize that we do not have full access roads all the way on eastbound or westbound side of Interstate 20. The growth and development in this area of Smith County has made these access roads more necessary. The access roads, exit ramps, and on-ramps were all reconfigured to allow for ease of access down towards Jim Hogg Road, which, like I said, is to the east of Highway 69 in Lindale. The last couple of years, there has been some dirt work and changes that are happening on the west side of Highway 69, adjacent to the interstate, both on the north and south sides. It's my understanding that we should have access roads on both the north and south sides of Interstate 20, from Jim Hogg Road on the east side to at least the west side of Hideaway. If you've lived in Hideaway for any length of time, you realize that some large trucks will miss the on-ramp to get onto Interstate 20 and unfortunately dead end at the front gate of Hideaway. Now that we have the automatic gates in Hideaway, it makes it much harder for them to come in the gate, turn around, and get back out to get onto the Interstate 20. These future potential developments of the access roads will make it so much easier for people who are getting onto Interstate 20 westbound. If you're a current resident in Hideaway, you know that there have been many a truck that have had to turn into the gate, which is basically a 90-degree turn, and then make a turn around. I always call it like an Austin Powers thing where, he's in the cart and he's going back and forth for the trucks to get out. It is a very difficult turn to make. So because of this future possible development of changing those straight to access roads, the people who now own the land are trying to annex a portion of land that is adjacent to FM 849, which runs north and south of the interstate. There's a strip of land there where they're wanting to add some more townhouses and a proposed front gate entryway. More than likely, this is years down the road, but it can affect how you enter and exit Hideaway from the front gate. Honestly, this is probably a blessing for Hideaway Lake residents and guests, just to be able to avoid that access road altogether. There are several land locations throughout Hideaway that are being considered for adding some more townhouses. And yes, I will be making a video on just townhouses. As of right now, there's only 2 separate sections of townhomes, and so those type properties are fairly limited. With these proposed land transfers, the developers are considering adding quite a few more townhomes, further giving options to residents. With any kind of growth and development, there are obviously some changes and possible inconveniences to Hideaway Lake residents. I can't imagine what this will do to traffic on 849 because this is a highly trafficked thoroughfare that runs north and south from Highway 110 all the way to downtown Lindale. But of course, there's always some inconveniences when it comes to new growth and new development. And the truth is, we just need to embrace it because people are still continually moving to this area. These are planning discussions and still subject to approval, but they do show that the community is being proactive about the long-term growth, access, and continued lifestyle of Hideaway, Texas that we all love so much. And this is exactly why I like to share this information for both current residents of Hideaway and people who are considering moving here. While the lie of the land keeps the development at a minimum, there is still land within the Hideaway boundaries that still have room for development. While the infrastructure of Hideaway is mostly set, there are still opportunities within the current boundaries for growth. Thank you so much for tuning in to Hideaway Happenings. And again, a video so you guys will know what it is like to live in Hideaway Lake, Texas. I hope you guys have a really great day. Thank you so much.